Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? Oh, it's a beautiful day, guys. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. It is a beautiful day in my neighborhood. I saw some crazy shit. The Vikings lost to the Rams last night. It was crazy. It was crazy. I wish I had a freaking boom mic for this. I am the law. Sorry. I'm going nuts right now. It is a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Hope you guys are doing good. I got 2 people on Kick, 1 on Twitch, 1 on YouTube, and 3 on D-Live. God bless you guys. You make my day. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Alright, so we're going to talk about some crazy shit. Some shit that shouldn't be, the shit that should be. How about I do this? No, that's stupid. Here, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, guys. Welcome to the Lovecraft TV podcast. Alright, so we're going to check out some shit that shouldn't be. I gotta play
You're
this.
a guy that strikes me as you're not afraid of anything. But you know that there's power in what you say. Do you care that certain people will try to spin the narrative that because you don't support Kamala Harris or because you feel this certain way about her policies, her answers, that you don't like black women?
Well,
Oh my God.
I don't give a shit. She's asking for change. We need change. Change from what? The last 4 years? I agree with you. We definitely need change from the last 4 years. You're the sitting vice president of the United States. All these things that you say you're going to do a few of them now.
You should have already done it. I mean, this is beyond stupid.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Do not miss America Fest 2024. It's happening December the 19th through the 22nd at the Phoenix Convention Center right here in my home city. Get ready to hear from top speakers, including myself, Tucker Carlson, Matt Gaetz, whom I love. I met Matt Gaetz in person. That dude is just as cool as he is when you see him on the television. We got Don Trump Jr. and many more of the nation's top speakers. You'll connect with thousands of patriots, enjoy live concerts, and develop leadership skills that will energize you to make a difference in your community. Secure a spot today.
Yeah, go for it, guys. This America's Fest 2024. It's going to have a whole bunch of people on it. If you want to go, use his Tatum discount, 25% off. He's awesome.
Use promo code Tatum and get 25% off general admission at ampfest.com. See y'all at America Fest. Let's go. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications. Anytime I go live, make a video, y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana White.
Dana White is the shit. I have to say it. Dana White is the shit. I have a lot of respect for Dana White. I have a lot of respect for this man right here, Officer Tatum. The guy is based. He knows what he's talking about. and I feel that there are many things.
Just on there whooping people. That's what I love about Dana White, man. And I happen to have experienced meeting Dana White, talking to Dana White several times, and, you know, being around him in person. The dude is just a real dude, and that's what I love about Dana White. He don't give a F. He say what he's going to say. He
says what he's going to say because he is a badass. He is the boss of the UFC fighting league. It's awesome.
And then stand on principles and on his word. And that's why I love when people interview him, because I don't know who they thought they sat down at the table, but Dana going to say what Dana really feel. And that's probably why he like Trump and why they get along very well, because it's just refreshing to hear somebody say what you thinking in your mind. You're like, exactly what I want to say. That's exactly. And RG3,
I don't know who this man is, but he doesn't seem to respect what Dana White feels.
I don't know, man. Maybe he'll grow on me. He didn't say some weak stuff online, and he kind of like wussified a little bit. Like he wanted black people, but then he go marry a white woman. She good looking though. She good. I know why he married her. She fine. I don't blame you, brother. But anyway, I don't like his little trying to vacillate in the middle. I'm for the black power.
No, he tries to bait Dana White into saying something that he shouldn't say.
Neil and black people. But I do enjoy this interview. Will he vote for Donald Trump? I don't know. If RG3 had any sense, which I thought he did. I thought he was a very intelligent guy. But I feel like he buy into this Black Lives Matter stuff every now and again. He should vote for Donald Trump if he know what's right and he's smart and he's going to be honest. Roll the clip.
You're a guy that strikes me as you're not afraid of anything. But you know that there's power in what you say. Do you care that certain people will try to spin the narrative that because you don't support Kamala Harris or because you feel this certain way about her policies, her answers, that you don't like black women?
Well, I don't give a shit.
Well, let me say this too. And I think I can disclose this. I'm not saying anybody's name, and I'm not saying what the title is. But I know Dana, and I know a few people on his team, and I work with them in past situations. One of his top people that's literally like probably one of the closest people to him is a black woman. And she's the nicest, kindest, legit, get it done type of a woman.
Yes, she is.
By far, I think she's probably the closest person to him. Black woman. And that's why I love what he's saying, because I know the behind-the-scenes stuff. And a person that know who they are and what they stand for laugh at stuff like that. People are stupid to think that Dana is somehow racist or something. They're stupid. He is. Anyway.
They completely think he is, and it's stupid to think that about someone that you don't know anything about.
You don't like black women?
Well, I don't give a shit. Anybody that really knows me knows who I am. See, that's the thing is it's like there are going to be people you're going to be judged, and I've done some dumb shit in my life and things that I will be judged on, and I should be judged on it. But the people who really know me, I have a really small core group of people that know who I am, and that's all I give a shit about. If you aren't close to me and you don't know me, I could give a shit what you think of me. It doesn't matter to me. I could care less.
I think it's
a healthy way to live your life.
It's a healthy way to live your life, because far too many people care too much about what other people think.
I agree.
As opposed to really focusing on the people that are around them and that truly matter in the grand scheme of it all. Because I know in Dana White's life, family, wife, kids, they're the focal point, and then the business.
And my employees. I mean, when you think about, this is where I come in, I spend most of my time here every day, and I have a team here that we have each other's backs. I love what I do, and I love who I do it with every day. And the people who know me, and the people who don't, I could give a
You had a tweet a couple of days ago that went nuclear.
Absolutely bananas.
It was about America should be terrified if Kamala Harris becomes the president.
Right.
Why do you feel that way, or what do you mean by that?
Well, the funny thing, the thing that is, again, absolutely brilliant, the way that these guys have spun this thing. She's asking for change. We need change. Change from what? The last 4 years? I agree with you. We definitely need change from the last 4 years. You're the sitting vice president of the United States.
She is. She's the sitting vice president of the United States of America. She could have passed all kinds of or gotten balls rolling to benefit the American people, but she didn't. And a lot of people think that she should have, and including me.
States. All these things that you say you're going to do a few of them now.
I mean, yeah. Why couldn't she secure the border 2 years ago or 3 years ago? I don't get that. I don't get that. She's the vice president. She was supposed to be the border czar. They called her. I don't know if she was the border czar or not, but she never did anything about what she should have done.
You are there sitting. Is Biden running the country right now? They already said this guy's unfit to run. He's unfit to run. He's the president.
He is. He's the president, and they just pretty much threw him to the side. Just threw him to the side like he was a sack of potatoes, and it's disgusting.
Crazy. It's unbelievable that this is even real life, that this is happening. What are we going to change? We're going to change the last 4 years? Then when you ask her, what are you going to change and what's going to be different? Did you hear her response?
I did.
It's nothing. Not going to change anything. You're running on change. You're the vice president of the United States. You've been sitting in office for almost 4 years now, right? It's mind-boggling. Realistically, the Democratic Party controls all the media. They control all the media.
Why do you say that?
Other than Fox.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you don't watch Fox, Donald Trump is the devil, right? He's the worst thing ever to ever happen to the United States. And they keep talking about if he gets in, you know what's going to happen? Well, he was already in. He's already been the president, so it's not like we don't know what's going to happen. The country was in a really good place when he was the president. You're talking about change. Change from what? The last 4 years?
Yeah.
And when you look at Biden, right? We all know where Biden's at. Biden, they even came out and said he's on. Who's running the country right now? It's not him. It's not her. Who's running the country? I don't know the answer to that question, but I'll tell you what's brilliant. Whoever's running the country pulled off this Kamala Harris thing so that they can stay in power and run the country for another 4 years. It's not Kamala Harris, and it's definitely not Joe Biden.
And I think you're a very self-aware man, and you support Donald Trump because he supports you, but I'm sure you also...
Well, he and I have become really good friends.
Right.
Really good friends.
Why do you think people have been trying to kill him?
Man, this whole thing is so crazy. The narrative that has been flipped on Donald Trump is one of the craziest things that I've ever seen, yet at the same time, brilliant and like a masterpiece in what they've done to this guy. First of all, he's a racist, right? They say he's a racist.
They say that, yeah.
Show me one video, 1 ounce of proof where he has ever acted like a racist. And one of the things that he's said to me, he said, let me tell you what, I've been in the hotel business my whole life. And in the hotel business, people from all over the world work for you. Never been called a racist until I became a Republican and ran for president.
Ran for president. Did you hear that? He wasn't a racist. But yet you have them calling him out, saying racist things towards him, saying that he's this, he's that. And it's nothing. This never was in the future until he started running for president, and then they started calling him names, and they started pointing the fingers at him, calling him this, calling him that. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, and it's stupid.
President, right? I mean, and you talk to anybody of any race or color that knows him and has known him for years, they love him. I mean, there's a clip of Mike Tyson. Where he says, yeah, I'm voting for Donald Trump. What are you going to do about it? He's on a podcast with some dudes, and like, what are you going to do about it? He's like, well, I'll disagree with you. He's like, okay, so what? What are you going to do? And then he's talking about Donald Trump. He's like, yeah, you'll vote for Donald Trump because he's made you a lot of money. He's like, no, I made him a lot of money. Mike said, right?
Right. That's an
That's the truth. Trump didn't make him money. Mike Tyson made Trump money.
interesting way to look at it.
And you could interview tons of people, you know, without getting overly political. When you look at the guy, right? Think about growing up. Both of you probably have known people that have grown up in wealthy families, right? And the families are usually a show. It's a total mess. The kids are on drugs or fucked up, or they hate their parents.
True.
And
Joe Biden,
all this stuff.
Hunter Biden, his son Bo that died. Hunter Biden was smashing his wife and had her smoking crack.
I hate the Biden
And
family.
he just got indicted for gun violations and not paying his taxes.
He should be in prison.
You can't make this up, man.
You can't.
Look at Donald Trump's family. The kids adore him. They're all really nice people. I mean, Ivanka Trump is one of the nicest people that you will ever meet. And her husband, Jared Kushner, couldn't be any classier. Really, really good human beings, and as is the rest of the family. But the narrative that has been flipped on this guy has been unbelievable. And I truly believe when you talk about the attempts on his life, I think when you are
I mean, it's all the same rhetoric. It's all the same rhetoric from the left. It's the same shit, and they all lose their shit all the time. All the time. Here's J.D. Vance on Theo Vaughn's podcast. What is this? What is this? What is this? What's my channel been shut down? I'm confused. What just happened? Oh, that's weird. I was gonna go to...
They broke into the Capitol.
They opened the doors and let them walk in. Security was waving them in one after the other.
I could show you the footage of them knocking through the gates.
I can show you the footage of many of them being welcomed in by cops, Bill.
So Megyn Kelly is about to dismantle Bill Barr's completely woke Trump derangement syndrome take.
Hey, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I am doing an early show today. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing better. Justin was in the ER yesterday, 2 days ago. Had kidney stones, but he's doing better. I'm doing better. I saw my doctor 2 days ago and got all kinds of medications to help me out with my anxiety, my panic attacks. I am doing better. But I just we're gonna shoot the shit about this, and then I'm gonna put some might do some Sea of Thieves or some V-Rising. I don't know yet.
As it relates to this upcoming election, the transfer of power, and last election's transfer of power.
And this is the Toxic Shit Show, and I am your host, Preacher420.
Because Bill Maher still has it in his head that January 6th was the worst thing in American history, and that Donald Trump will claim that he won this election even if he loses, which is weird that Megyn Kelly actually agrees with, which I don't understand why, especially when you consider everything that went on in the last election and all the things that we've learned about that election in the last 3.5 years, which is that there was definitely some shenanigans. Even Time Magazine wrote an article talking about the shadow campaign to beat Donald Trump. So
that is the funniest shit in the world right there. I was watching some show that I talked about that the deep state were in the crowd of the January 6th trying to provoke people into attacking the police. When that failed, they started to shoot paintball guns, bullets at them, and getting them to get upset and begin to start to pretty much assault the Capitol. But then you have the videos of them letting them in to the Capitol, walking around, checking out everything, sitting at a couple of the people's desk. And I'm sorry, you don't do that shit.
Well, you know, I think it's pretty obvious. There's another shadow campaign ongoing right now. We're 3 weeks into October, so we're running out of time for October surprises, but you never know what's coming around the corner. And, you know,
that's the truth. You don't know what's going to happen. So everybody needs to batten down their hatches and stop bitching and complaining and go out and vote. Go out and vote. That's the one way you can get all this done. Go out and vote for Trump or Camellia. It doesn't matter. Just vote. Just do it.
Get into this one.
So what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I know one thing I can guarantee will happen is that Trump will say he won, whether he won or lost.
I agree with that.
Well, that's not a good thing for America,
No,
is it?
I agree with
I think
that too.
on January 20th, 2020.
You're not a good thing for America, but you're still allowed to speak, aren't you?
He'll show up at the White House, whether he's invited or not. And I don't think that's going to be good.
He's gonna bomb in if he lost?
Yes. Oh yeah, bomb is a word I wouldn't even throw around lightly.
Oh, stop it! He's not going to do that.
Right, like there was never an attack on the Capitol.
Oh, I hear you, but he's not.
There wasn't an attack. It wasn't a humongous attack. There was people assaulting people on both sides, including the police. But yet, you're probably never going to see any of them prosecuted because they did anything wrong. It's a shit show.
Going to show up at the inauguration.
Like they didn't show up at the Capitol and break windows and knock down doors and kill cops and chase.
They didn't do that.
And they didn't break windows.
They didn't kill cops, dumb shit.
They didn't kill cops.
They of course did.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Who did? They died of natural causes that day?
Yeah, nobody died that day.
Cops.
No, not true. Who?
Okay.
Who?
Just a quick correction. There was somebody that died that day. Her name is Ashley Babbitt, and she was a Trump supporter. Should she have been doing what she was doing? That's up for conversation, but Megyn Kelly is wrong in that assessment. She's right in that no police were killed that day. That's for sure, though.
I don't remember the names.
They didn't. There was Brian Sicknick, who died later after the fact, and the coroner's report did not say it was because of what he had inhaled that day. He said it had possibly accelerated the condition that killed him.
Okay, well, attacked cops. I thought they were the law enforcement people. You know, how did we get to this place? I mean, Trump now says he's going to pardon all those January 6th insurrectionists. Because who wants to live in a country where the people who try to overthrow the government are seen as the bad guys, huh?
They weren't insurrectionists, Bill.
They weren't?
They were a bunch of numbskulls.
They chased that's so stupid. They chased duly elected representatives out of the building and wanted to hang the vice president for certifying the election. That's not an insurrection?
The people who engaged in violent acts or actually made threats along those lines are all being prosecuted appropriately. appropriately. And I've said repeatedly, I hope they get the book thrown
And
at them,
isn't that
and
what-
they've had it.
So that's
But
not-
you're
that's
so
not
upset
insi-
about the entrapment that happened of the Muslims after 9/11. How about the entrapment that happened to some of those J6 protesters?
Wait. Wait. Let's go back to what I'm upset about with the Muslims.
That we talked about after 9/11 and the feds getting involved, saying, "Don't you want to?"
Yeah.
So entrapment.
Well,
There,
they weren't
Bill.
Muslims. They were just guys.
all right. Well, my
I don't
point
think.
is there are. I'm not going to again. You're making me defend things that I.
Then you shouldn't.
In part,
that are horrible.
but
Then
in
don't
part-
defend them. Why defend them?
Because it's more nuanced than you're suggesting. They were not insurrectionists. There was never any possibility that they were. I've heard you refer to it as a
They
coup.
attempted.
Going to take over the government. It wasn't going to happen. It was a protest.
They broke into
it was
the
a
Capitol.
riot.
It was a protest bill.
They broke into
in.
the Capitol.
They opened the doors and let them walk in. Security was waving them in one after the
I
other.
could show you the footage of them knocking through the gates.
I can
You've
show
seen
you the footage of
but
many of
you've
them
se-
being welcomed in by cops, Bill. You see, that's the difference
Once
between
they
the two of
broke
us.
down the
I will
doors-
make a distinction between those who truly behaved badly and those who thought
Yes,
they
they
were
were-
having a good time
okay,
in statuary